Hey, that looks better.
Okay, good.
Let's see how long we can stay connected here. It looks like you're driving, so
Yeah, I'm pulling on to the next street. We have a parking garage, but the company is fairly big that they've rented another property across the street. So I'm just going to go pull in that parking lot really quick.
no worries. I'll get us live here, and
All
we'll get
right.
things going here. And you just, I'll get people started, and
Perfect. I'm pulling in now, so we should be good.
hey, everybody, welcome to Pitch Investors Live. I believe it's Tuesday. I had to look at the day. I don't even know what day it is this week. That's pretty bad when we're only 2 days into the week. But so I got started when I was very young and started as an entrepreneur when I was about 6 months old, actually, as a child actor. So I've been successful and very blessed in what I can do. And so I'm a part of Pitch Investors Live. This is a mobile app that you can download right now. And it allows people like Nicole to pitch from anywhere in the world, anytime. And so if you want to be a part of this great app and join us with Kevin Harrington, Brian Harrington, and our Pitch Investors Live team, download the app. So welcome, Nicole. And yeah, I looked at your relax swing and or sling, I should say. It's kind of a swing and a sling. So tell us a little bit about yourself, how you came up about this, what it is, and just tell our viewers today.
Great, thank you. It's a pleasure. So RelaxSling is actually a play on words. So the device is actually a portable hammock attachment that hooks up to a playground swing. So what are you doing in it? You're relaxing, but it's a sling. So that's how we came up with the name RelaxSling. How we actually came about with the product was by mere accident. My fiance and I took our two crazy hyper kids to the park one day right after work, and he was absolutely exhausted. And there was no comfortable spot on the playground for him to sit. The bench was in the sun. The pavilion was taken up by a birthday party. So the only place for him to sit was on the actual swing itself. And with him being so tired, he was holding on with the chains, but it just wasn't comfortable. So we went home, drew his first diagram on a sandwich bag. From there, he went to a neighbor's house, got a sewing machine, made the first prototype out of a bath towel, and since perfecting it, we actually went live in January, started selling them all across the U.S., and they are an absolute hot commodity, especially
Awesome.
with the special needs industry.
Very nice. Tell us a little bit. What is so you started in January, you went live in January. What kind of sales are you generating right now with this product?
So right now,
You cut out
sorry,
just a little bit. So
I was
right
getting a
now,
call. Sorry. So our manufacturing costs are pretty high. So we're trying to get that cost down, making the product cheaper. So we've done a fairly good job with actually reducing the price from what it was when we first initially were talking to Kevin. The sales are starting to pick back up. We're around maybe 50, 60 now, whereas when we were first talking to him, it was around 30. So we're picking back
okay,
up. We're doing a lot of advertising. There's been two special needs uh, companies that have been contacting us, wanting us to, sell our product to them, and then in turn they make a profit on it as well. And the reason for that would be the special needs community receives like a stipend, an allowance each month that they can spend, and it's money that's provided by their city county, state, however it's dispersed, and they're able to spend that money on their child in any manner that would benefit them. And so we're finding that a lot of them are wanting to purchase our product using those vouchers. So we're trying to get in with them, being able to sell our product to them, and then them actually be able to make a profit as well. So we have 2 of them lined up right now.
That's great.
So that's pretty much the direction that we're heading into. We're also trying to get in with Walmart as well.
What for manufacturing, are you self-manufacturing them right now, or who's doing the manufacturing of them?
I have a manufacturer over here in Clearwater, Florida that we're using. It's way too pricey. We would like to bring that cost down, and we know that we can. We actually have been in communication with a manufacturer over in China. They have 6 manufacturing locations over there, 5 distribution and sales centers over here in the U.S. They're creating basically enhancing the product that we currently have, but they're also wanting to start making a full product line for us. So where it's actually able to attach and hook up into homes, it's able to hook up and attach to you as a person. So it's multi-use functional.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about the cost of manufacturing right now, what it costs, what you're selling the sling for. What are those costs currently? And if you do take it overseas, have you gotten any pricing from any manufacturers over there?
Great questions. So first, over here, we're selling it for $49.99. That's the adult. The child is $44.99. The adult is anywhere, it's around $30 to make it. So we're,
wow, okay.
Yeah. And then the child is about $23 to make. Overseas, we don't have the cost on the manufacturing price yet. That's something that they're trying to work out, because they're trying to figure out the minimum order quantity, the shipments as well, for the container loads, things like that. So I don't have those numbers just yet. Those are in the makings. They're working on getting them over to us soon.
Okay. And with any product, do you have any product liability stuff covered on this? And do you have any patents on this product?
It is patent pending. As product liability, we have been seeking to find, an insurance company for that. It's not something that, we've actually obtained yet.
Okay.
I really honestly don't know of good insurance companies to go with for something like this. So that's something I need some guidance on.
Definitely. Can you tell me a little bit more, like, so I did look at your Facebook page, RelaxSling. You've got about 1,000 likes on there. What kind of advertising are you doing, and what are you spending? Do you know what your spend is for cost of acquisition on that? What's it costing you to sell one of these after advertising?
So we've been doing about $10 worth of Facebook advertising, and that's everyone within the United States, for women that have children that meet a specific age range, anywhere between 24 to 55. So it could be women that have children and grandparents as well. And we find that those are the main targets that are interested in the product. Once in this $10 ad could run for a day, could run for a couple of days, kind of just depends on what we're feeling. But with that, we get maybe 2-3 sales from it. So it does generate a lot of attention, engagements, sales. So they're doing pretty good.
So we do a lot in digital marketing. With that said, why don't you dial in on the special needs children and really dial in on the moms or the caretakers of special needs? Because I always say, just to give you a little insight, Facebook has, for Facebook and Instagram, has an audience insight tool, and you can really dial in on, what those individuals that have special needs kids, that care for special needs kids, you can really dial into those audiences and
Right.
really, because social media, any advertising online should be really laser focused and laser targeted. And so I'm just giving you some insights, really to help that spend. $10 isn't a lot, but at least you're spending something.
Right.
But if you really dialed in further and narrow your search to those audiences, you're going to get a, spend less, make more, have more acquisition, especially if you've got video or anything like that. Are you doing any video ads with it right now?
We have, not professionally, stuff that, Brian and I have done ourselves, showing how the setup is done, how easy it is, just the product in general, our kids swinging in the swings. Sometimes we'll have people that just randomly come up to us at the park, and of course we ask their permission. So we've done the advertising of their video, just by them coming up, getting in it, basically like their live testimonial on it. So we've boosted those as well. The only thing
That's
that
good.
I've found is that the special needs, they're like closed documents, right? So in order to actually target them, it's very hard because of like the HIPAA laws. So I can't just define the search for only special needs. How I've been able to do that, kind of get around it, is going into special needs groups and putting a post on the group itself. But I can't just do a regular advertisement for just a special needs category.
Yeah, you would really want to look for caretakers in that special needs category. And so you can dial in, and we have done that before, and you can dial in. Of course, you're not going to dial into somebody with special needs that's on Facebook, but you can dial in on the facilities, on the caretakers, the individuals with that title, basically, that have that title. And then that's going to help you definitely, because I always say to new startups and entrepreneurs, and I always give value when I speak to somebody, is if you talk to Elon Musk, he's going to tell you that he knows exactly his audience, and it's so important to know exactly your audience.
Right.
The age of your audience, whether they're married, whether they're single moms, or have 2 kids, drive a Kia or a sports car or whatever, because one of your biggest things in marketing is you really want to dial in on your audience. And to me, it seems like a very niche product in some sort. It's really, in a way, to me, it's a safety swing. And in fact, I just heard a story about a kid that was swinging and was pushed and fell out of the swing and was in a coma for a while. And so to see this is definitely a product that's going to prevent that and help that. And so what I would really do is, dial in a little bit more on your marketing and try to figure that out. And then also look at, you have to get the cost down. From an investor standpoint, I talked to a lot of different products. In fact, I had a NDA come across my desk for a company in California this morning, and you have to figure out what your cost is, because if somebody wants to wholesale this, and say you want to get it into a Lowe's or there's companies that sell these swing sets and specialize in this, you've got to be able to wholesale it. And if you're not going to wholesale it, you have to be able to retail it and make a decent amount of profit off of it. And to me, it seems like you're somewhat in the early stages. I would love to help you on a strategy call, give you some insight on what you can do I've worked with a lot of suppliers in China, so I know how to work those angles and everything else. But really dial in on your marketing and even help you with that product liability insurance, give you some insight on that.
That'd be great.
Because it seems like definitely a product that you definitely need that. Mm-hmm. Have you researched any Amazon or anything like that, doing anything on Amazon or even Etsy for all that matters?
Good thing you asked. As far as Amazon goes, we are looking into Amazon, but then again, the best bang for our buck would be to actually have a good, shipment brought over and, have it at the Amazon location and just have a continuous flow. Because it would sell out on Amazon, and we want to make sure that we can fulfill those orders continuously. So yes, we are looking into that, but then again, that's contingent on the cost for the product, to be made from the manufacturing company. So once we have that information, we can really look into it a little bit more.
Currently, how many are you able to produce a day or a month right now with the current manufacturing?
They have about, I want to say 20 to 30 of each color and size made up, just sitting there waiting for the orders to come in. So if we wanted to go larger than that, we would definitely need to give them a heads up, give them about a week's time to really fully make everything, maybe a week or two.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just, my main concern is the whole manufacturing part. I want to get the cost down. I want a faster turnaround time. And in order for us to do this, the manufacturing company over in China that we've been looking at can really make that happen for us.
Yeah, that's honestly right now, that's what you need is the manufacturing is probably number one. And to be able to order, 300 of them at a time and then be able to, or more, and then be able to, anticipate when that inventory is going to run out and have another order online coming from overseas, because of course it can be a 45-day lag time depending on who it is and customs and everything else. Mm-hmm. I would say, have I'll have the Pitch Investors team put us together. Okay. And I'd like to be able to give you some more insight. For me right now, it's really in a lot of working stages that need to be put together and really to be able to get this off and into the marketplace. Definitely price needs to come down. Mm-hmm. I think your retail price is very good. I feel that you can get that all day long, but the margins need to be larger for your product. And from an investment standpoint, what are you looking for in one of our investors? What needs do you have from our team?
What do you mean exactly?
What are you looking for, like from myself as an investor? What are you looking for?
Money-wise, it's going to be a long-term relationship. It's not going to be like where you help us with the funding now and then we buy you out later. It would be a continuous partnership. So that'd be something that we could always, talk about and negotiate. I really don't have, a set price on that right now. That's something that I'm willing to negotiate.
Okay. Yeah, let's have Deani and Diana connect us, and I'd just like to give you some insight. And like I said, right now for me, it's I think the product is, you've got a genius product here. I feel that it's definitely needed in the marketplace. It's very, you're going to be able to help people. Even kids that have fallen off of swings that have had that traumatic fall that are afraid to get on a swing. I feel that this would help them transition back to that.
Right.
So what I'm saying is you've got a great product. You just need to work the ways through this with manufacturing, product liability, because it definitely is something that's needed there. Figure that out. And then once that's all into play, then you can start thinking about Amazon and different avenues for retailers, unless you just want to do it strictly online, which is an option. Do it. I saw you have a Shopify store right now.
Yeah.
So you can definitely do it online because you wouldn't have any competition. It's not a product that is currently on Amazon that you could, people are going to have to look for you to find you. And that's the good thing about Shopify stores, is to create a product that's unique, that somebody can look on Amazon, because a lot of people don't realize that Amazon has more searches than Google. And it's because people look for a product and then they search Amazon to see if they can buy it there instead of buying it on somebody's website. But if it's only available on your website, you can get the value for it, mark it up to wherever you need to. But it's going to be all in that cost, that wholesale cost, and setting those margins right.
Right. And you did just mention previously about being on Etsy and whatnot. So to answer that question, yes, we are currently on eBay, Etsy. We have a Facebook shop, our regular Shopify website, and we also have a Mercari. It's very similar to like an Etsy. We have that set up. We do have Pinterest. We haven't made any sales on Pinterest though, but we've made sales on the other platforms. So they do work.
Well, I appreciate definitely sharing this. And as we always say, that you just never know who's listening to us right now that could be very interested in this. It gets a lot of views, these videos. Remember to download Pitch Investors Live. I appreciate your time, Nicole. And Deani will connect us, and I'd love to add some more value to you.
That would be great. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.